Hey everybody, welcome to this week's quick video of New Week, New Organized You. My name is Brenda Tringali. I'm a professional organizer and owner of At Your Fingertips Organizing. So for the month of July, I'm talking about downsizing, and this week I'm talking about the basic steps I follow when I work with clients. So many people want and need the services of a professional organizer, but what stops them from calling is fear of the unknown. They've never worked with one before and they have no idea what the process is. So today I'm going to demystify that for you. And I'm going to provide an overview of the basic steps that I typically follow when I work with clients. Knowledge is power, and I want you to know what to expect so fear doesn't paralyze you from transforming your overwhelm to order. So, step number one, before we start, I have the client identify their goals and prioritize them so that we know exactly what to work on first. And I'll also discuss with the client what they'll need for supplies based on the project that they choose. Step number two, and this is when I'm there, so session number one, and we will talk about this in advance, but we actually create a staging area. So what's a staging area? A staging area is an area where we'll work together, we'll lay items out. So if, for example, we're working in a garage, a staging area could be in the garage if there's room. It could be outside the garage, maybe on a top or a nice clean space. If we're working, say, in a kitchen, a staging area could be an empty dining room table or kitchen table that we can use to lay things out. So again, that was step number two, staging area. Step number three, before we even start sorting or organizing, we will actually assemble the supplies. So the boxes and bags that you need to have in advance that we can use to sort items into. So we will pull those together. We will actually label them in advance for the categories that we know in advance that we'll have, and we may be labeling some as we go, as new categories pop up. That was step number three. Step number four, and this is where the fun begins. So this is where we actually start sorting. So we will go through your items, and the rule that I try to follow and that I encourage clients to follow is to handle each item once and decide its status. So as a reminder, and I've said this before, I do help clients with the decision process, but I don't make the decisions for you. You need to make the decisions. You need to own those decisions, but I will help you if you're struggling. So what are the different categories that you may come up with? So usually items fall in two major categories. Category one would be the items that you want to keep. Category two would be the items that you want to purge or get rid of. So let me just talk about those briefly. So what are some things that you want to keep? Or what do you do with them? So the items that you want to keep, you want to sort them into like categories. You want to determine what stays in that particular room or if it belongs in a different room. Maybe there are things that you have that need repair. So we would put that in a category by itself, in a box or whatever by itself so that you can do something with them. Maybe they are items that don't belong in that particular area or that room or that space, so that'll be another category, belongs in a different room or location. And then there are items that you may want to keep, however, for whatever reason, you can't use them or you don't want to use them as is. So perhaps you want to repurpose them or upcycle them. So we will talk about that. The second major category of items are items that will be purged or that you don't want to keep. So again, there are a number of different categories. You may want to gift it to a family member or a friend. You may want to donate it to a local nonprofit. You may want to sell it. Perhaps you want to give it away, either free cycle or Craigslist, or perhaps you want to trash it. So last but not least, step number five is maintain. So once you've gone through all your items and you've determined what you want to keep and what you want to get rid of, then we talk about maintenance. And this is the critical part, because if we don't do this, then you may fall back into your old habits. So I work with clients and I will help them create systems and rules for going forward so that they don't end up with excess again. And that's very, very important. And we don't just do it verbally. I truly suggest and recommend that we document those rules and those systems, and we put them in writing, whether it's handwritten or whether you type something up, post it in front of you, maybe store it in the cloud so you have it wherever you are, whatever works. But anyway, those are the five basic steps. So that is it for this week. I hope that I have demystified the process for you. Please remember that my goal is to educate you every week on how to get more organized and productive at work, home, and in life so that you save time, save money, and so the things you need are at your fingertips. And again, if you know of others who could benefit from my weekly solutions to common problems, please share this video, and please know that I'm so, so grateful to you for watching and for all of your support. I will see you next week. Thank you so much.